Hey guys, how's it going now? If you follow me on my socials, you know that I just unboxed this guy. This is the Clix Power Keyboard. Finally got my hands on it. They showed this off Jan CES, but we finally got our hands on it, and I've been super excited to play with this because I think that this product in general has a lot of use. So first and foremost, if you don't know what this is, let me show you what it is and we'll kind of break it down further. So in case you don't know what this is the Clix Power Keyboard. Now, first and foremost, of course, you've got a keyboard here. Now, this is their updated version of the keyboard with the slight changes in shape and stuff, which we'll look at in just a sec. Then you've got this sliding mechanism here, which has two levels for different height phones. And basically the idea here is that, let's say I take my phone here, I put it on, and you've got a mechanism that works like this. Now, one thing I should make very clear is that I literally just got this. I've opened it up. I started playing with it. I was like, why not just quickly record a first look at it and kind of get my real live reactions to it. So we have that. Now, I've set this up with my iPhone Air over here. So first and foremost, it doesn't feel as heavy as I thought it would because of the iPhone Air. The minute I take that off and let's say I put my 17 Pro onto this, that changes quite a bit. So I can imagine with the Pro Max, that top heaviness is going to be much, much more. But I will tell you why I don't really care about that, because if you were to take this and put it horizontally, whereby you get that horizontal feel, it feels very much like a, I don't know, Game Boy or something like that. So therefore, you actually don't even have to have it that high up. You can just give it one click up, give it that little space, and there you go. So you've got this nice little setup here where I can type. So let's type, all right? Let's see what the typing experience is like. Let me just see that you guys can see this properly. So, hey, this is Dan Talks. Welcome to the channel. All right, so definitely something that's going to take a bit of getting used to. If I take this and turn it around, and let's see how typing like this works. So this is the Clix. Okay, there you go. Clix, Clix keys. Oof. Keyboard. Now, a few things to clarify here. I'm holding it in an odd way so that you guys can see. But if I were to hold it like this, okay, let's see if this gets any better, right? All right, this is the Clix keyboard. Okay, so definitely a little softer than the original keyboard, the one where you put the whole phone in. Definitely much softer than that. But something that came to me earlier when I tried this was that I was like, okay, so let's assume my phone is just here, right? And I've got no weight on this whatsoever, and it's much lighter. So first and foremost, I just need to plug that up a bit so that the keyboard comes on and it connects to the phone. And in this particular case, let's see if that's any better, right? This is the Clix keyboard. Now this is way better because this is approximately the weight of like a BlackBerry. So it just feels so much lighter in the hand and so much easier to hold. I am typing a little test to see what this feels like. All right, so travel time is definitely better than the first version of the keyboard. I can feel it. I can feel myself finding the keys faster. They are still a little small, even though this is their bigger keyboard format. It still is a little small. I think it will definitely take some time to get used to. Now, some cool features that we've got, which I've already played with, which I wanted to show you guys, is that there's obviously a whole load of shortcuts here, right? That's kind of the idea of the keyboard. So first and foremost, that is your shift button. You can pull up your keyboard with this button if you want to. So what ends up happening is that, let's say you want an emoji. you can kind of quickly go and get your emojis over there. Then you've of course got this symbols button over here. That is for your comma, your exclamation, and all that stuff. So again, very similar to a regular keyboard. And then you've got a full number. Now this is, yes, they've squeezed it in really, really small, but it's there. You've got a full number keyboard. Not the easiest to type on, but I'm actually glad it's there. Now, similarly with the symbols, you've also got arrows, right? So if you can see my cursor moving up and down. Then you've also got shortcuts. So you can do something like Control S and Siri pops up. So you can use that accordingly. So on the overall, like really, really nice. And you can connect up to 9 devices to this thing, right? So let's go back to our little test over here. And let me bring in my other phone. Oops. So this is my secondary work phone. Now, if I put these two side by side, right, and I put here, so obviously that keyboard pops up. So on the power keyboard, if I hold down just for a second the power keyboard and press 2, what's going to happen is it's going to connect over to this phone. And you can see this is what is being typed on, right? So this is my second phone. So you can see that typing happening there. And similarly, if I again press the shortcut for this phone, it'll move over here. I think it has. Oh no, sorry. So, oh sorry, I pressed the wrong button. So it is power 9. And there, you saw the keyboard pop back up over here, and it should be on this side now. Yeah, there we go. So it's here. So yeah, so basically I want to use this keyboard some more. I want to see what it's like. I think it's going to be useful on the move because it's also a battery pack, right? That's one very important thing here. So there's definitely a lot of playing around and kind of learning how to use this that I need to do. I'm still super curious about this. I think there's potential here, but we will see in the long run how useful it turns out to be, because another thing I'm excited to see is that this is also a battery pack. So let me just show this to you, right? So I'll connect this phone here via MagSafe and you'll notice no charging, right? Nothing happening. But all you need to do to activate the charging is SIM and then the clicks button once, and it takes just a second and then it powers on. There you go. You've got charging happening. So what I like is you can control that. It's not just one of those things where it automatically charges even when you're like at 80% and you don't really need the charge. So that's a nifty little sort of trick there, which I like. Now, there is a lot more I need to check on this device. It's something I think is going to be useful, especially with me on the move. Like, I'll give you an example, right? I can't show this to you right now because my iPad is actually controlling my cameras right now. But basically, when I carry my iPad, one of the things I actually hate to carry because I don't need it all the time is this keyboard. Like, it's huge and it makes the iPad so much bigger than the iPad is already. So my kind of excitement here is that I could have one little keyboard with me, right? And I can do my typing on it, hopefully if the typing is comfortable and stuff like that. And it just happens on the iPad where I can switch over to my phone when needed and so on and so forth. So that's kind of a scenario that I'm excited to check out. But apart from that, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if this is a product you're interested in. Let me know if you think Clicks is just trying for the heck of it and not going to achieve anything, because they're also, I think, delayed on their Clicks communicator, which I have also pre-booked and I don't have yet. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what else you want to see. I'll try to reply to your comments, maybe through some social videos and stuff like that. But yeah, for now, this was a quick first look at the Clicks Power Keyboard. Let me know what you think. I'll see you around in the next one.